Hi Cancer, this is Joanna from Tarot with Joanna, here to do another reading. Hello, hello, hello. So Cancer, in today's reading, I'm going to give you two of the Denise Linn Oracle cards, do your reading, and then clarify it. So let us get started. All right, Cancer, see what's going on for you. Two cards for Cancer for their highest good. Oh, okay. Nice. All right. So you have staying focused, hold the course. Wow. So yeah, definitely hold the course. Okay, be focused, stay focused in everything that you're doing. Nice, 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 nice. And then you have faraway places. Get ready for new horizons. Wow, you're on a new path. A new path is coming towards you. So it's very nice. I love that. Very nice. All right, so Cancer, take what resonates with you and leave the rest. This is for Cancer, 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 Cancer. One for the current, one for the situation, one for the past or now, one for what's hidden, one for the hopes and fears, one for what you need to do now, what you need to work on, and the outcome. Then at the end of the tarot, the card, you had the Five of Swords. All right, so I'm sorry, you guys. All right, so you start off with the Four of Cups. The Four of Cups is talking about like sometimes you feel like I feel like you're very disconnected right now. I feel like you're not looking at things, not focusing. I guess that's why they're saying stay focused. Um, I also feel like like you really need to let go of a lot, because I feel like you're disappointed about something. You do have the Hierophant. The Hierophant is here for the situation. They're asking you to go within. Could also go within. You could also be praying. Wanting. Maybe you need to pray more. But I feel like you're just like looking for some kind of answers. Really being looking for traditional values, or even religion. You're looking at that. But I definitely feel like you need to go within. Um, I feel with the Six of Swords here for the past or now, I feel like you want to leave something behind. There's something here that you want to leave behind. Maybe you have left something behind. I'm not sure. I have to see what all the other cards say. But we'll come back to it. You have the Sun card. The Sun card is here talking about being positive, thinking everything is going to fall into place, being happy, feeling the sun on your skin, seeing the light in everything. That's nice. I love that card. So cute. Look at the little baby. It's so adorable. So feeling youthful. I also, with the Star card down here, I feel like, you definitely are going through a healing, Cancer. I feel like you're in your emotions a lot. And I feel like, you're all you want to do is just feel better. Just want to feel better about something. And maybe it could be about your health. But I do feel like something about that's all you want to do is just feel better. You have the Ten of Wands here for the what you need to do now, and I feel like you're carrying a lot on your shoulders right now. You're very overwhelmed with a lot. You take on a lot, and you really need to start setting these boundaries. I say it over and over in my readings, and I'm sorry that I do, but it's like you're going towards this new path, but you also need to start setting boundaries and start taking it easy, okay? Because you carry a lot on you. There's a lot of emotions that you have within you, and you're tired. You're very physically tired. You do have the King of Swords here. The King of Swords is talking about, really being, I feel like something about being disciplined, being focused, being bold, standing in your power. They're asking you to speak whatever is on your mind, speaking your truth, and that's what they want you to do. You also have the Knight of Pentacles here. You're waiting on something. I feel like you're waiting on something. I feel like you need to find your patience. Whatever it is that you're doing, that you're trying to do, they're asking you not to take any shortcuts. Okay, like really stop taking shortcuts. Don't try to, like, whatever it is that you're trying to create or you're trying to do, like just don't jump ahead. Just go with it. Go with the flow because you need to. Yeah. And then, so let's clarify these cards, Cancer. Sorry, I'm just getting a lot of messages here. All right, Spirit, help me to see what I need to see for Cancer, for their highest good. Thank you, Spirit. The Four of Cups. One more card. Oh, clarify the Four Cups. Okay, so I do feel like you really need to go within. It's like you really need to clear your mind because you have a lot on you. You're very tired. You're not focusing as much. Here, you're looking at something else. It's like all these cups are in front of you. Somebody's handing you a cup behind you or in front of you, and you're not even seeing it. These are opportunities that are around you, and you're like, okay, and then what? It's like almost as if like you're disappointed. You've been disappointed before. So, it's like, well, if I take it, it's only going to be the same thing, that kind of attitude. And I feel like you really need to try to let that go and try to start focusing on things, okay? They're asking you to go within because you do have the Hermit card here. The Hermit card, he's like, he focuses on things. He goes within. He's peaceful. He goes outside, He does what he needs to do to have a clear mind. And that's what you need to do. You really need to go within, okay? Talk to somebody, write in a journal, listen to music, whatever it is that you will change the way you feel and the way you're cluttered in your mind. They want you to do that, okay? You want to reach this material success very badly. You want the abundance to come in. It's like, it's almost as if, you want that to establish yourself so you don't have to work, or you want to establish yourself with this material success so that, so that you could just be happy. That's what I'm feeling. They're asking you that if you were to look at these opportunities and to really clear your mind, you would see what your next step is with this material success. You do have a lot. So, but they also want you to really clear your mind about these things, okay? Because I do feel like, you want to have a lot. You want to have everything for your family, your children, everyone. You want to be that kind of person, but you just can't. You want to do everything. You want to buy this for them. You want to give them this, and you want to help these people because you're so loving. You're so generous, but you, in your return, you want to do so much for people and for yourself, but you're so cluttered. It's like you need to go within, really change that energy, really clear your energy. You have the Hierophant here. And why is the Hierophant here? Thank you. Wow. I just got this like right now because it's like, wow. All right. So, the messages that's coming in is crazy. Okay, so you do have the Hierophant card again. Okay, so you've been praying a lot about all these things. You really want something different. You want things to get better. You want things to move, start moving. You want it all, and you really do. But I feel like you really need to stop trying to control things. Stop trying to, because it's like you're trying to manifest it all, but it doesn't seem to be working because why? Because you're not focused. You're not being focused. You're very disconnected. and something is making you feel like this, you still hold on to a lot of anger. It could also be jealousy, something like that. But there's just anger here. You do want all this and you will get it, but you need to like go within. And that's the big factor here. And they're also saying, that this is how we create the world that we live in, no matter what. If you're disconnected and not focused enough, then it's going to be that way, that kind of world. So that's why you have to really try to be focused, okay? Really think positive and everything, because you have all the tools to do what you need to do. You have all the tools to really create something big, okay? So really believe in that. And I do feel like there is some kind of abundance coming in. But in the long run, on the other side, you still need to take care of yourself. You still, because you want to do everything. You want to do it all. You want to do everything, but you want it all in also. But you need to start taking care of yourself and start, taking care of you. Start working on you. Start taking care of you. Okay? Wow. You have the Six of Swords here, and I do feel like you're going to go to better times, but you just need to start focusing and being patient with everything. Wow. You have the Sun card here. And why is the Sun card here? Oh. Oh, okay. One more card. Nice. All right. So, like I said, trust your intuition. Really trust your intuition, okay, you guys? Try to keep everything balanced. I feel like you are going to start seeing clearly. You may not be seeing clearly right now, but you will see clearly. Stay focused, okay? Keep everything balanced, and that means your home, yourself, your health, your mental, the way you're thinking. Really keep that balance. I do feel like you're very divinely guided, and I feel like for you to be, you're going to be positive because the Sun card is here. Things are going to change. This is something that you're not seeing, so things are going to work out for you, okay? But just be focused. Really be focused on things. You have the Star card here, and why is the Star card here? Wow. All right, so you've been feeling very emotional lately, and I feel like you're going through through a healing right now. I really do. I feel like that this is something that we're all going through. It's not just you, it's everybody. Everybody's changing, or a lot of truth are coming out. Things are just changing. And I do feel like at times you do feel like you're very emotional. You've been hurt. It's like the emotions are still there, but because you're healing, you are healing. You're going to start feeling better. You will. I feel like you just want to feel better, and you will. You're going to start feeling regenerated. You're going to be feeling better because you're going through a healing. It's like you're moving on to these next steps, and you're going to start feeling better. And I also feel with the Queen of Wands here, I feel like, stop caring so much about what other people think. Stop caring so much about who says this or who says that, or how, or if I go over there, they're not going to like me. If I do this, they're not going to like me. Or what will they think if I go here? Or what will they think if I listen to this tarot reading? Stuff like that. Stop caring so much about what other people think. You take care of you. You be your own light, okay? Is what they're saying. And then you have the Ten of Wands. Why is the Ten of Wands here? One more card. You're still going through a lot of healing, so just know that. You're still going to be feeling emotional. You're still going to be going through all this, thinking about that. But try your best to change your energy, to clear your energy so that you could stay focused and see this new path, okay? You do have the Three of Wands, good. And then you have the King of Swords. But you start off with this this Ten of Wands here. The Ten of Wands is saying, you're extremely tired. You carry a lot on you. You carry everybody's emotions. You're trying to make everybody happy. You're trying to buy this, trying to buy that. You want to do this, you want to do that, and then you do everybody else's thing on top of it. You're doing a lot, and you really need to start setting some kind of boundaries. Start thinking about you. You need to. Um, you have the King of Swords here. The King of Swords is talking about, being focused, being bold, standing in your power, speaking your truth, speaking your mind and how you feel. And I do feel like you will. I do. I really do. But you just need to be strong willed. Sometimes you can be stubborn. Sometimes you can be like that person, like, okay, well, well, it doesn't work, or it doesn't go my way, that kind of thing. But stop being like that, okay? Really focus on the things that are going on right now in your life. And I do feel like with the Three of Wands here, I also feel like that you are going to be moving forward. I definitely feel like, you are going to move forward. I feel like you have plans that you know what you want. You're just not really saying anything about it. And I do feel like there's some kind of traveling here. And I do feel like, everything you want is going to come in. But you just need patience. You need to focus. You need to clear your mind. You need to take care of yourself. And then you have the King of Swords. I'm sorry. Was that the King of Swords? I mean, the Three of Wands. I'm sorry. That was the Three of Wands. You have the King of Swords down here, over here too. But you have it again here. So you are moving forward. So just remember that. You have the King of Swords here. Why is the King of Swords here for Cancer? Oh my God. Wow. Start focusing on yourself, you guys, okay? Really start focusing on yourself. Stop. I know if you have children or family, but it's time for you to start focusing on yourself, okay? Stop being so stubborn that you don't take care of yourself, your mind, your body. Start taking care of yourself, okay? Trust your intuition. Really, really have that compassion and forgiveness in your heart. Really try to do that, okay? Because you need to. Really, really take care of yourself. And the Empress is here. Somebody around you could be pregnant. There could be some kind of pregnancy here also. There could be some kind of pregnancy, but I do feel like there is some kind of abundance. I feel like you're very empowered, no matter what. I feel like, you need to stand strong, because you're a very good person, Cancer. It's just that right now you're very unfocused. You're very disconnected about things, and you need to start taking care of yourself. You take care of everybody else, but you don't take care of yourself the way you should be taking care of yourself. Okay, so really, really try your best on that. Okay, and then you have the Knight of Pentacles down here. And why is the Knight of Pentacles here on my card? Wow. Nice. Okay, so you do have the Knight of Pentacles. I'm sorry. Yes, the Knight of Pentacles. So the Knight of Pentacles is talking about, having patience, really, really trying not to be into everything. Like, stop trying to control everything, just go with everything, and definitely don't take shortcuts. Like, if you're trying to create something, don't take any shortcuts. Don't try to jump ahead because you think that you can do it. Really take your time with things. Okay, really try to take your time with what you're trying to create, is what they're saying. I do feel like there is some kind of abundance, but it's taking its time. Remember, divine timing, you guys, divine timing. I feel like you are definitely going to collaborate with somebody. You're going to have a lot of ideas, and you are definitely being recognized now by a lot of people. You do have a lot of support from friends and family, and I do feel like there's somebody coming in to help you, definitely, or you're helping somebody, but definitely creating a lot going on. There's somebody here. That's nice. Beautiful. Then you have the Chariot card, and Chariot is talking about success, moving forward. For some of you guys, you could be moving also. I feel like there could be some kind of moving. There's also definitely traveling here, but you are definitely moving forward. Remember what I said, you guys. Really think about yourself first. Think about yourself first. Take care of yourself, okay? Clear that mind so that you can move forward on everything. But you will, okay? But really take care of yourself. All right, so Cancer, I hope you enjoyed this reading. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I'll definitely see you next time. God bless.